Hello, this is Rebecca and welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas Journaling. We are on day 7 and today I have to show you how I document with pictures. And now been a scrapbooker for a very long time. I've used Project Life, I've used different ways to document. I've done 12 by 12 albums. I have just albums and albums of fun pictures and memories with a lot of being creative in the process as well. And so a while back I showed a couple pictures. I take most of my pictures with my phone. Now I also use a regular camera, but not as much as I use my phone. I rely a lot on my phone to take photographs. Sometimes they're not that. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they definitely could be better. But most of the time, what I take pictures of and I develop is off my camera, off my phone camera. So a while back, I kind of showed these pictures, and I've had lots of questions asked about what app do I use. Pretty much when I take photos, almost everything is set at the square, because most of the time I'm posting up to Instagram, but I also take a square because when I develop pictures, I like to develop them in these 4x4 pictures. And I use Walgreens, so I'm going to show you my step-by-step process on how to do that. But I wanted to show you real quick. These are just some 4x4s, and then I also take pictures, and then I squeeze them into another 4x4, which makes these teeny tiny little pictures. And I want to say these are, let me get excuse my arm here, let me see what, yes, okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure before I said it. These are 2.5 by 2, they make little 2.5 by 2.5 pictures. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you how I do that. Now, I just developed some over for Thanksgiving, and so I will, and we went on our little outing the day after Thanksgiving, and then of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that picture. I was at Target, but that's part of documenting my day, and also part of documenting my December daily when it comes up. These are the stories that, although they're happening here in November, I will definitely be documenting them, hopefully, especially on days that not much is going on, and I can put this in there to talk about when I went shopping and those kind of things, because a lot of times I like to do things a lot earlier than within the month of December. So so let me show you how I do this. So there's a couple apps you can use. Let me get off Instagram here. So I use, let's see, I use ABM, A Beautiful Mess. And so you can go in here and it'll have, you can either do a solo pictures or you can also do a collage. And if you want the 4x4s, I do a collage, and I come down here and I pick out this particular frame. Then you have, your 4 squares. So you're going to tap on there, and then you can easily bring up that one picture. So I'm going to say I want to do an image of all the little Christmas ones. And the other fun part, let's see here, there was my cat. He liked under the tree. And then, let's see here. Oh, there's the ornament. I was showing the ornament on there. And then, let's see here. Oh, my collection of, I don't really like that picture. So see, if you don't like it, you just double tap on it again and you pick another picture. And then when you have the picture in your frame, you can easily just move it around like this and adjust it if you don't like it. So say, for instance, if I really, well, I don't have any, but say if I want to see my cat right there. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. If I wanted to emphasize on him more, I could make him a little bit bigger, just like that. Oh, I like that actually a lot better. So see, I can easily bring them in. I can make it, now you can't make it really smaller because it's going to put that white line, but you could, if you wanted to, you cut that white line out once you got them printed. So there, I have all 4 images of us decorating our tree. And then I just come up here and I put check. I like them. Now with the Beautiful Mess app, you have these different borders, you have filters, doodles, text. sorry about that, text, and then you have your phrases like hello. Let me show you which they have on here. Like these different ones. Like say if you wanted to do the love, you hit the love, and you can make it bigger or smaller, or say if you wanted to come down here over to this particular one, which I'm not really sure I want to do that. I could do it with my cat here. And then you could change the color of the font that you want. Say you wanted to have it more of a red. Where did red go? Oops. Sorry about that. Red, you could change it to red. So see it right there. Or if you wanted to have it back to white, or I guess that's yellow, you could do white. So, and if you don't want it at all, you just exit out. And again, you could even write in, if you wanted to say, you know, like fluffers, check mark, bring it over, squeeze it in smaller, and add it in there, which that kind of is cute. So, say I'm happy with this. I check mark it. I say, yes, I'm done. Yes, I'm done editing my photo. It's going to save my photo. And then either you can start again or you can share. So if I wanted to share this to Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, you could share it that way too. And then it walks you through the prompts. But I'm not necessarily sharing this on Instagram. I'm just showing you that's one more step that we can do. So let me show you real quick. So I saved my image. And then I'm going to go over, let me show you where my photos are. Whoops, there's my son. We didn't get a chance to take our Christmas pictures tonight. So, let me get out of here real quick. Let me go to camera. So anyway, I was looking through all my pictures and I'm like, do you like this picture for our Christmas, for our, because I don't know what I'm going to see beginning. He had to go back off to college and he has finals and everything, but for our Christmas card. So anyway, that's what that whole picture was about. But, so you see I have it in my saved images. Now, if when you want to go order this, and I'm sure there's CVS or anything, but for me Walgreens is the most convenient, and I'm sure you can send it off to like there's lots of photography developing companies that you can send them out to. I had like Perninsky, I believe it is, that I've used before. Whoops. So what we can do is we'll go to Walgreens right here. We'll select photo, order prints, and I love doing this because you can do it like on your lunch break, or you can do it like for me when I'm leaving Austin, like town to come home. It's typically like a 45-minute hour drive. Then I can you know, pull over, put in my order, send it off, and then by the time I get into town around here, then I can pick it up and it's ready to go. So you're going to go to your device and see, oh, let me go back. And I'm sure if anybody has developed pictures, you can also go to Instagram, Facebook, and put those as well. But for this particular one, we're going to go to device, my camera roll. I'm going to select my Mr. Fluffers, and we have it ready to go. I can it's 39 cents. I'm going to go to next, and then I choose my Walgreens in the area. And then I develop them and I pick them up. So that's how I get these type of pictures. Now, there is another app you can do. I don't use this one that much. I use it for if I'm going to be doing like multiple pictures and I'm posting them. It says it needs to be updated. See, I haven't used it in a while. But this app is called Pick Stitch. Right here. PICSTITCH. And so, going back, I think A Beautiful Mess is like 99 cents. And I've had it for, I would say, 2 or 3 years. And I've really like it. Oh, I see how we go. And I don't know if this is, I think this may be a free app, this Pick Stitch. I'm not sure. Okay, so you have your 4 blocks here as well. And same process. You go to your, oh, not your camera. Sorry about that. It's going to take a picture of my desktop. Cancel. Go in here. And it's the same, same thing. You go to your camera roll and you pick out your pictures, and it's the same process. And then for this one, you would export it, and then it would export it into your photos. So that's the process of me getting these square photos. Now, what I want to show you real quick is a way that I document a real quick page here. I'm going to say quick. Usually when I get into creating, I look down and I'm like, wow, it's been 40 minutes. How did that happen? So I basically took this page and I just added watercolor to it last night before I went to bed. And I just did different colors just to kind of to break it up, because it's actually just the background drop for this. Now, if you wanted not to use watercolors in your notebook, you could definitely use like paper, scrapbook paper, or any kind of you could even keep it white. I mean, it's not set in stone, but I wanted to do watercolors. I wanted to add some of my Thanksgiving pictures here. So this is my album my Traveler's Notebook I'm working in right now. I'm hoping to get this done. I know we have our little getaway trip I can document about, but I want to have this one completed before I start my December. So I need to really be taking note. So I am going to actually cut these up. Now I wanted to show you real quick here. I did do a picture because of I wanted to talk about this video series I'm doing, because it is part of my life right now. And I had my daughter take this picture of me. I'm kind of laughing because I feel like I look so silly in there. But see, I use the A Beautiful Mess app, and I put, this is one of the doodle words, and I just added different borders to it. So that was one of the samples, just to show you exactly how you can use that too. And especially if you want to do like Christmas, or another clever idea would be to put the date in there as well. And then which other one did I want to show you? So I'm going to leave that one out. Oh, here's one. I think those three I need. This is a different one. It's not the 4-frame, but see, I wanted to have the long picture. This was a cute little place we went into in Brenham, and so I wanted to kind of have the longer picture and then the two following ones of us. And I think what I'll do with this particular one, I will just use it all together. I won't cut these up or anything like that. So that is something that you can plan as well, especially if, like, for instance, you want to document about particular ornaments on your tree. I love ornaments, so if I wanted to talk about, I could put 4 different ornaments in here, glue it into my notebook, and then talk about those particular ornaments and why they feel so special to me. So that's one way where you don't have to necessarily cut the pictures once you develop them, like in these squares. So I was just going to glance through this real quick. I just wanted to make sure I got all the... I try to put them together as quick as well. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my Thanksgiving ones real quick. I didn't take a whole lot of pictures, but I did take a few. So let's see here. I'm going to cut this one out. This was my plate, which is so funny. I know, especially as social media and scrapbookers and documenters and journalers and things, we take pictures of our food, right? And so it still cracks my daughter up that I take pictures of my food, but hey, you never know. Down the line, I'll be like, wow, look what I had for Thanksgiving. So this is actually going to be leading up to Thanksgiving, which I consider that Thanksgiving, which is baking. And so I'm just going to cut these out into little squares. And then this is my daughter. We got a free newspaper, and so they gave us a free newspaper with all the ads in it, and it just reminded me when we were kids, and I would sit down with the JCPenney catalog or the Sears catalog and go through it and mark all the toys that I wanted. And so my daughter was doing the same thing, of going through the ads and making a list and giving. I think it's pretty nice because I got some ideas on some things. But okay, so I have some pictures here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of group them in order here as they occurred. And so I know this was going home. This was at my Mimi's Mimi's and Grandpa's, Mimi and Pop's. This was at Mimi and Pop's. And then, let's see here. I think these two, the cookies, because my daughter actually made the cookies. I was so proud of her. She did really good. Put that there. And then maybe add that. I might have to put this one on a different page. It's that beautiful tree going home. They always have it lit up. And so, yeah, so I think that's going to be how I have it set up. So, I need a title on the page. And I got these little tags because I thought I could somehow decorate the page up with these. And you know, I love adding strings and things to the pages. And so I thought, ooh, I could do that as well. But I'm just kind of playing around here to see. Maybe not on all the pages. Okay, let's get a title in here. Let's move these to the side so I know where they're going. Move these to the side. And I'm going to put, I think I'm just going to add Thanksgiving at the top here. I'm going to use either, I think I'm going to use these Micron. I was looking for 8. There's 8 to kind of go at the very top. So I'm just going to make a title. You could use stamps as well. That would work, or of course you can use stickers. Make sure I don't misspell this. I have a tendency to do that when I'm filming, because I guess I'm just making sure I'm doing everything right. Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to put the date over here. Because to me, all the cooking and the day before and all that to me is Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to kind of fill these in, just kind of do some little doodle works. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to cut the camera off, and then I'll be right back, because I don't want to take up a lot of time while I'm doing this this kind of doodling. Okay, so I'll just show you real quick. I just kind of added some lines, some hearts, some flowers, some dots. Actually, I was going to add some little dots inside this 0. So just a few doodles along the way. And then making some of it thicker than the others. I just didn't want to take up too much time on camera doing that. So, okay, so I also have these die cuts. These are, I love Simple Stories. I think this is probably something I got from Peachy Cheap as well. And I'm just going to pour these out. And they're called Vintage Blessings. And what drew me to, one of the reasons I wanted to pick it, is I love this house. So I thought I could use that if I can find enough room on here. I know that it's already changing up from what I had originally planned on doing, but that's okay. That's part of the fun process, is finding different ways to play around with the photos. So I thought I had one in here that said family. This one could go right here, and this could be a journaling. It's a place you could journal. Love could go right here. Ooh, the pie is really cute, even though I didn't, there's a heart. I didn't make pie. I make cookies. So we can just kind of add these to the page. I love these leaves. I use them quite a bit in most of my this one. I love that one. She actually is smiling in that one, and this would be really cute to add that. And then okay, so I kind of have an idea. So let's just let's start playing around. Let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna get I just bought another one of these because I really like these. They stick really well. I noticed the pink, and I didn't want to do anything that's gonna clash. So let's do that. Okay, so I want to kind of have this above this picture because she is smiling, and I think it's so cute. So I'm going to add that to the top there, like that. I think I'm going to add this pink right here. Okay. You could use glue. I'm just using this tape because it's actually pretty quickly and it sticks really good. It's called Scrapbook Adhesives, and I really like it, especially for quickly and making sure it does stay. Okay. I just love this house, but it's kind of big actually. I think I could have it maybe up there. Yeah, so, okay, so we're going to do time to make the cookies up here. We're going to have this down here. You know, I was thinking I could do, even though I know it's Thanksgiving, maybe kind of have a little, there's a smaller one, is kind of a Christmassy wish list type deal, because that is what she is doing, is her little wish list. So I was thinking I might have a little bitty, let's look in the little box. Let's see what we have in our little trusty box here. We may have something that would work perfectly. Not too large. Even like letters to Santa or something, because she kind of put it in a letter format. That might work, these little tags. There's a Santa one. Let's pull this out and see. There's also that one I saw in here. I just had it. Believe in Santa, that's the one. Okay. Let's see now. Maybe kind of big too. But I kind of want to write about, I really want to use a lot of words on this. So this is what I can do. I really want to include the story behind this picture. So sometimes when you do that, I just need a, and that's the fun part of working on a little bit bigger area than these traveler's notebooks, is that you can have that space to be able to write more. I was just trying to add something to the background here. I'm going to cut that tag off because I like the color, but I just don't need the tag area. Okay, so we're going to cut that. I'm going to add Old Saint Nick here. Whoops. Since we're writing a letter to Saint Nick. And I'm going to put him right there. Put this. I'm going to make sure I have plenty of room for the story. I'm just adding a couple little tidbits here and there. Let's see. I just kind of wanted to play around with these little tags a little bit here. Kind of like that. And they cover up that little tag part. But, okay. So, let's move on to the next page here. I'm just going to see what else I have down here. I had a thing that said blessed, and so, oh, here it is. Let's see, too crowded, too much? Probably not. I like it. Oops. Okay. Okay, sorry I had to step away for just a minute because I left some stuff outside and my husband was like, "Did you forget about that?" I was like, "No, I didn't forget about that." But I did forget about it. So anyway, we had worked out that detail. So, okay. After I was thinking a little bit too here, you know, instead of me trying to crowd a bunch of pictures in, I'm going to go ahead and add a tip in, which is a little fold-out card here. And I'm going to talk about Grandma's house, because that's where we spent Thanksgiving. And so I could, oops, sorry, I'm going to make a bunch of noise over here. But I was going to pull some of these little journaling cards and just see which ones would be the best. I love the house. I want to keep the house there, and so I just kind of wanted to see which one would look the best with those colors. So I really do like, I'm thinking that green, it's more of a subtle. So I'm going to use this as a, we're going to add this as a tip in. Let me find some washi that might work, because it's more of a, it is fall, it's Thanksgiving. Let's see here. With this orange, I kind of want to use a pink, since the pink is part of that coloring here. I want to kind of keep more of a light pink color. I have a ton of pink washi. It's ridiculous, but you can tell that's my signature color. So that's what I love to use. And when you know, I'm not finding one little bit that I like, but I'm looking over here and I'm thinking I like this. I use this quite a bit, so we're gonna use this one. So to add this, I'm gonna line it up, and we're gonna add it. Make sure it comes to the edge of the page here. And then I'm going to open it up, and we're going to trim off those edges, but I'm going to open it up and we're going to add it to the inside here, like that. Okay, let me move some of this stuff out of the way here, because I'm going to have to kind of clean up that washi just a tad bit. That way it just kind of opens and closes without any issues. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to add the house. Where's that cute little house? Is that sitting straight on there? It doesn't look like it, does it? But we're going to go with it. Maybe I can squish it down a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to add glue to the back of this house. And actually, you know, I could use my sticker machine, but I'm going to go ahead and just add glue and put it onto this. That is a little bit busy washy now that I look at it, but I'm going to go with it. We're not going to change it up here. I may need to add something along the edges, but let's just move on and get this in there. And I'm going to put Mimi and Pop's house. And we can come in here and add, you know, color it in and add some pretty, you know, some little dots, put these as little hearts, maybe add some stickers. So that's definitely something you can decorate up. But, so I'm going to come over here and add in some I like it so happy together. I was really hoping to kind of fit this in somewhere. I can try to it's the same size as that. I just noticed that. So maybe we can try to play with it a little bit here. Put the food off by itself over here. We may only need to. I was going to put two happy togethers in there. We need a. I don't only think I need one. There. Okay. I don't know. That one's just not fitting in here at all. It's not working for me. Okay, I'm going to get this in here, and I'll show you how I'm going to add some little strings since I covered up this other side, just to show you how I like to add some different, because I like to have all the little strings and stuff hanging out the side of the notebook, the journal. I'm going to put that in there. We're helping Grandma in this picture, so we're just going to put helping Grandma. And then we're going to add the food. You know, I could be putting some back layers onto these. Oops. Making it more fall themed. Too, that's cute. Oops. I was sitting here thinking, I need to see if I have like some little, I know that this particular kit these came with stickers. So I'm going to see if I can find those stickers, because I know I have these Christmas ones, but I know I had some fall ones as well. Let me see, maybe I'll put them in my planner. We'll just flip in here real quick and see. I kind of keep ones that I really like or that I'm using at the time in the back here. There's my little date. We could definitely add one of those. These little date stickers here. I don't want them to go away and then I look back and I have them not used. Ah, here they are. Ta-da! We found them. I love that when that happens. Okay. So, I'm happy now. Okay. So I'm going to put this right, maybe not, because we kind of know when Thanksgiving is, but I don't want to. I'll save this till it's not going to work on this page, but I don't want to forget about those because I've already passed up some of the dates. So okay, so here we are. We have these great stickers. This is the same line, and I wanted to kind of fill in just some little. I'm going to come in and journal. But before I do that, I'm going to add some different stickers in here just to make it a little more flow, a little better here. I am so blessed when I get to have both my kids together. So I want to remember that. I was seeing if there's something with the food. Pie time, joy, giving thanks, blessed memories. Just kind of looking to see. Giving thanks. And then they should have some little bitty, I think some little just icons here we can just kind of add here and there. There's some hearts. Okay, here we go. Let's see here, love you. I'm going to add that there. We're going to put, here we could add the actual date on that particular one. And then these little dots, I know these are probably meant for more for your planner, but I'm going to go ahead and just add these in here. I love that my daughter wants to help cook. So okay, so I'm thinking this is looking pretty fun. So I'm going to come in here and add a little bit of string, some twine here. I wonder if I could get away with doing some green. And then I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna pause for the camera for a minute. I'm gonna come in here and journal, and then I'll show you the completed page. Hello, I'm back. And last night when I went to go download all the videos for this segment, it didn't show the ending, and so I wanted to pop on real quick and show y'all the final pages. After I did my journaling, I added my twine tassel here, and so basically I just came in here and I kind of covered this little place up with the sticker because I did talk about pie, and I did some journaling. I talked about, you know, just the stories, and then I also talked about, I forgot I had some a flat tire or low tire that morning because it's so cold, and so I told that story as well. And so yeah, so that's it. I just added the journaling. I added, you know, I was a little kind of worried about this not blending in, but after I wrote in with the black ink, it turned out fine. And then I added another little piece of washi at the top here to kind of make it draw together. So I'll just kind of show you real quick the final page. And I know it looks pretty busy. I don't expect all my journaling pages to look like this, but this is Thanksgiving, and there's a lot of little stories that you want to tell and remember. So alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you're inspired, and please leave any questions below if you have any questions on the pictures or the apps or anything like that, and I will see you in my next video.